Hey guys, welcome back. Welcome. Righty, let's see. What do we have? Uh, duh, 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 duh. Right. All right, so what's it going to be? All right, so we still got this high at 690. Okay. Let's skip now. Our trade did play out in the AM session from the AM session. Right, so I can actually take this off. Then let's go to a 1 minute and see the 1 minute. Alright, so we can take this off as well. I just want to see where these view ups are. Okay, so that's fine. Take that off. So our trade did play out from the AM session, which is great. And now we are where we are. All right, let's see. I mean, price doesn't look amazing. If you shrink this a bit, I mean, pretty flat here. Then we got some crazy up and downs, but there was liquidity there pulled. I mean, I entered here and I didn't hold. I mean, my target was right here, guys. Was about here, 59, 60, around there. So we missed it and we sold this. I just scratched the trade, took a small profit, and then we actually did go through with it. But we did book our $4,000 in that trade, so which wasn't too bad. All right, so now we in a PM session. We all know the session has already overnight moved a lot. It moved during the AM session, so I don't know if we're gonna get up to this 3,700 or even beyond that. We might. If I say I don't know if we're gonna do it actually now. So doo 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 doo. Okay. All right. So yeah, let's see. I don't know if anybody watched the soccer. Spain could not get a goal. Drew the game. So I'm pretty much convinced Spain will not win the World Cup. But we'll see. We will see. Da-da-da-da. I don't know if any of you guys took some nice trades today. Gosh, that's like a tricky question. Bullish or bearish? I think there's only one direction now, which is bulls. I don't trust any bearish move, to be quite honest. And I'm not saying that. I mean, I'm not good in predicting the future here, but if I look at this H1, I just want to show you guys something. Even if you put a 50 on here, a 50 simple moving average. So what normally happens, it moves away, it comes back, moves away, it comes back, moves away, doesn't come back, move, move, move. At some point, it will probably come back. But if it, moves sideways almost, it will just bring this closer. So it's not like this, I think there's a lot of bullishness now. I mean, it's not, don't have to be a rocket scientist to understand that we're in a bull market. Yeah. It's just, I mean, it's just weird, man. We've got all this liquidity down here and we keep sending it look like lower and then up. So I guess that's where I'm at. And then on a 1 minute, that's a bit of a different story. So we could go sideways. I do think next one is at 3,700 level, and then obviously 31,000. We can go and make new highs. All right, so basically what we've done now is, I'll take this little gap there. So we did run these equal lows. These ones here. So now, I'm not saying let's jump in longs here, but I won't be surprised, but we can also go a bit sideways here. But I'm not in any trades now. But let's see. Let's see. Unless something drastically happens. For now, I mean, we can see it's bullish, and any short-term bearishness, I think, will be short-lived. So just be careful when you commit to shorts. So let's see. Right, so we've got what? High. So that's all liquidity. I mean, trying to look at. Let me see. Let's see what this second candle here, what's it gonna do? I don't know. Do you guys got any trades? Does anybody got any trades open? All right, let's see. What's it going to be? All right, so looking at the trading from today. Sorry, Kevin. I'll have a look at gold. Actually, I did look at oil earlier. Yeah, maybe good to wait. It is FOMC week with a Trump deal. So let's see. So let's be extra. All right, so I'm saying on today's trading since market open, not New York, I mean overnight. Price is very extended. Well, does it have to turn around? Nope. Can it continue? Yes. I'm just saying it is very extended. So what I mean by that is be careful where you take along. I mean, I will be very careful, where I'm taking along, because you could see that sudden spike and then back up just to stop you out. So because you're so overextended, it could be a drastic spike. So just be careful of that. Hey, Blue Mango. Yeah, so for those of you who didn't, was part of the AM session, so we took a trade with a TP of $4,000. And I said I'm going to leave it. And I left it, and it actually played out. I mean, could have gone further than the 4,000, but we secured the $4,000. I took a loss on I was down 0.5% on the prop account. Believe it or not, I took a short at some point early in the day and got stopped on that. I did take a long on AM session, and the trade was moving. I'll show you. It was, yeah. Take it, and I can show you guys the execution. So we did take a trade here where I went long. The market went down. I put my stop there. We stopped out, and we ran up. We broke that line. I longed again, and we hold it to here. But on the prop account, I took a similar trade, and my stop was at 5.5 or 5.9, 5.59. I mean, we literally came to it and then we dropped. When we dropped like this, I just canceled the trade. So I didn't get a full 1% profit, but I made some profit. So I'm green for the day, but not massively. So just thought I'll share that with you guys. But in this, I mean, this was pretty messy for us to sit through an AM session for a long or trade. I mean, even if I look at this now, so we bounced off this fair value gap, ran equal lows, and it's pretty slow. It's not, let's get out of here type of thing. So, I must tell you guys, gold, if I look at gold now, it looks like good to take along. I don't follow gold, so I can't even take a trade on gold. If I say good to take along, I don't think it's a... But let me first see. Look, the one it's bullish. So the 1 hour is just making a little bit of a pullback, and it looks like on a 1 minute there's some divergence where price is actually turning around now. Again, same story there. It's small candles, so it's not even something that stands out. Gold is sideways. Oil. What I'll do, guys, I'll add those charts on the I mean, tell me what you guys want. Gold. What else? Then going forward, I'll have a tab for that, so we can look at. We won't focus on that, but we will jump through it. So we can. So for those who's looking at something else, we'll run through it, through the session. So not once, a couple of times. We'll circulate, circle through all of them to see if there's anything standing out. If you guys want. If obviously from my perspective, I'm not too worried, so happy to do it. Just a reminder, guys, contract change over this week from June to September. And Discord, I did put the contract codes there. I'll dump it in the chat here as well. I know you guys know, but let me just put it there for you guys. All right, so guys, pop in the chat today what charts you guys want me to look at. So NASDAQ, we know we're looking at NASDAQ. Anything else, I know there's people who like gold, just pop in gold. And I mean, I'm not going to go through 10 different instruments, but if we can narrow it down to like 3 or so, happy to do it. Just so we don't lose focus and we can actually go through a bunch of things. So, and then we can go through it. Yeah, let's make it, and then at least, because I don't trade all those other instruments, those of you who likes gold and maybe, I don't know, Bitcoin, I don't know if that's something you guys want to go through, and maybe oil or whatever it is, then maybe you guys can teach me something about it as well. Okay. I'm writing this down, guys. I'm going to do it. I think we can start from it tomorrow. Okay, we've got gold. We've got Bitcoin, BTC, and then you guys can tell me what else. So we've got NASDAQ already. See, I'll be very, not scared, but very cautious, to trade here because we're going sideways again. And just be careful. Remember, when you get a day or a session like today, I mean, we moved a lot today, right? We really moved a lot today. So what can we expect tomorrow? If one day is a big move day, then the next day, or if it's a session based, then we can expect consolidation. So it could be seek and destroy tomorrow. I'm not saying it will be. And then Wednesday we've got FOMC. So be very careful. It's normally session based, not day based. So let's just see how today ends. If it just rallies up, I mean, we could, yeah. All I'm saying is be careful. That's the message. Okay. Looks like we want to go down there again. Guys, just so you all know, this is not equal lows, because if you go to the new contract, that actually got run already. So we looked at it earlier, and I did not mark it out because I got tricked by this before. Okay, so we do have equal lows here. Not say we're going to go down, but just to show you guys there's equal lows there. And if you go to this one and tell me this is not, there's equal lows. That's not. Yep, this is equal lows still. Okay, so I want to look at those top ones there. Alright, so let's do this. This is also equal lows. Don't ask me why that's different. It's two different. It's two expiries. I'm saying they should mimic each other, but maybe I'm wrong. But we've seen we were hunting equal lows in the previous expiry, and I need to realize later that's not happening. So. Right, so what's your philosophy around gaps? For example, and gold opened with a big gap this morning. All right, so any gap that opens, I mean, it's getting filled at some point in time. So it doesn't it depends now, because if it was a gap down to run liquidity, then, and it's in a bull market, then we will most definitely fill that gap and go. So there's different reasons for gaps. Gaps happen to trap people in positions. Maybe it was, I want to show you. No, wait. Sorry, I'm going to get onto a bigger time frame. Let's do this. Let's go hourly. This is the hourly, yeah. All right, so everybody was bearish, and I think people at this point were still, are we going up, are we coming down type of thing. So people's got stop losses above here, and maybe people see this as a supply zone. I don't know, to take position, and then it gaps through it and up. So anybody on a lower time frame who had short positions here got screwed there properly, and beyond their stop losses. And so it's either liquidity. If there was a lot of sell stops down here or something, this thing could have gapped down and then come back. But in this case, this gap can stay open for a while and then do its rally, and at some point comes back, because there's going to be what you call it, liquidity, or damage sitting here, and I'll tell you why. Because people put entries in here to long, which probably was a good entry, but then they only got entered up here because they got slipped properly, and that is, that's about 150 points. And then you're in there, so now your stop loss is much bigger and all of that. So at some point this thing can come down, and so it's mostly liquidity, and then obviously it will get filled at some point in the future. It doesn't have to be today, and in this case we are bullish, so the chances for us to come back in or to fill it is quite slim. It's the same with the overnight gap, which is also important to look at these gaps. Very, very, very big gap, and this gap doesn't have to. That's a 600 point gap. So if this, I think there was a rule or some work done by ICT that if it's more than 150 points or something, it's very unlikely for price to come and fill 50% of that gap, and it will just continue higher. But if you go back, there's a gap, 50% was taken. So yeah, we were in a bearish move, pull back, gap up. And so this is not just a gap, but this is a gap that got filled completely because we were bearish. This one also got filled, but later, because we were bearish, we're not filling it now, but we filled it today. And that one was filled just before that big drop. So gaps, and these gaps is the same as the overnight gaps, or opening gaps. They do get filled. There's liquidity in there. So, but I don't have a strategy to say, guys, when there's a gap, make sure to, I don't know, take a short into the gap. You would have been wrong, completely wrong. Yeah. I don't know if that helps, but so gaps is one of those things that I obviously keep an eye out. See, we're filling this gap, or this fair value gap, to the T, and then we create divergence. Where's those equal highs now? It's liquidity up there. Put a stop right down there. All right, so let's see. All I'm seeing here, I've got divergence here. There's a little gap there that got inversed. This one here. Boom, boom, boom. So let's see if this is actually something. So if this was a range, we've been running the bottom side quite a lot. This would be nice if we can run to the other side at least. But only time will tell now. So I'm in the trade. So now let's see. Could be wrong. Okay, hi guys. Steve, how's it, man? Yes, I was looking at that 3600. I closed mine before that. I thought it was struggling. But then I walked away, I came back and I saw it actually played out nicely. So the reason I'm looking at this, guys, I mean, this is liquidity building up here in a trend line. And there's an equal lows in a fair value gap here. So we ran equal lows once. We went up, we came down and rejected nicely. And inverse this IFG. And now I want to see. So I did take a long here. I'm also long on the prop account on this exact setup. So hopefully we can get a little bit of a push up here. Yeah, man. Just do it. I mean, anything can happen. This thing can pin all the way down here and then we go sideways again. And I'm looking at this high, this high, this high. I mean, this is nice liquidity. This should be an easy target before we get up to this level. Yeah. So, I mean, we could extend it higher to there at least. But let's see. I mean, we don't want to be greedy here. We just want to secure some profit, that's all. Dun, 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 dun. Right. Let's put it on the right here so everybody can see it. Come on, let's do it. Give us the money. Give us the money. Money, money, money. Lots of liquidity here. Lots of liquidity there. And the only reason I was looking at this, I know we're in a bullish movement, but also we came down, we start running all the lows, but we're not taking the highs out. And running liquidity in equal lows twice tells me, and there's an IFG, a nice rejection there, tells me there's a good opportunity that we might want to go to the other side. Nice to see this candle close up white. That would be a nice push to the upside. Or Alright, so at least we close above this midpoint here, or the swing points here. That tells me we could pull back and then maybe then go higher, or just continue up. Makes this a what you call it, protected low. I mean, protected low should also be in this IFG down here. So I could potentially do this just to reduce the risk. I mean, this could now become like a consolidation, manipulation, and then hopefully get our expansion if we want. Yep, it looks good. I'm keeping a close eye on it because, I mean, we've seen how these things can change in a split second. But like I said, consolidation, manipulation, and then expansion. So, I mean, even if we look at this low here, oh gosh, sorry, I'm going to fix it now. I mean, it could come all the way back down to my entry, back to this IFG, and then bounce. Or if we look from here, I mean, this could be this fair value gap here that holds price. And that would be nice if we do. This one, yeah. Nice reaction there. Just note now, there's a little equal lows. There's liquidity there. So we don't have to bounce up here. We could continue go low, sideways, then run those equal lows, and then bounce. So it's always good to mark the stuff out and just know why it's there and what do you think, or build some sort of expectation and not come with this expectation of just straight line moves. Doesn't work like that. The fact that we got this push, remember this is a shift, consolidation, shift, consolidation. Now I'm expecting one more shift and then it could be cranky. So I normally look at 3 pushes, 1, 2, 3, and then it can roll over or pull back or do some whatever it wants. All right, so let's check the chat. I looked at 25 levels. So when it hits 570, I see rocking up to 600 wall. We'll see. It looks like 1 minute's moving average because 90% traders are looking at those Bollinger Bands. Okay, so we literally at my TP and we're not punching it. Do you guys think we're going to get a pop up again? Oh my gosh. Don't tell me we're printing equal. Just want to see something here. It's very close. Let's see if we get it. I missed that one. Let's see. Gosh. I hate it when that happens, guys. So my prop account, I've got, it literally touched my TP and turned around. Literally. I hope this is not going to be one of those stupid trades where price completely roll over down. Be nice if we can bounce here out of this fair value gap. All right. Yeah, I'm just going to sit with this one. Hey man, but I know you say take a deep breath here. Do you know how many trades I sat through? We came through it, print equal highs, and then we run liquidity lower first. But I mean, this trade played out exactly what we said. We ran his equal lows in this fair value gap twice, 1, 2, and then a nice rejection, IFG, and like I said, push 1, push 2. Let's push one more. Don't like this pin here, but let's see. All right, let's see. We can get it. Yeah, those resistance must just keep it up. Yep. Come on, baby. Push it. Push it. So I actually think we're gonna get to that 700 level today. Let's see. So risk has been reduced, so it's fine. Stop pinning around and move. Dun, 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 dun. Mm-hmm. I don't even know if this is equal lows anymore. But it is still liquidity, so we might see a pin in there and then back out. All we gotta do is give it some time. Okay. Okay, so we did pin in there, which is expected, which is good. So what we gotta do now is now follow through. Just a nice follow through candle would be great. Mm-hmm. Yes. No, this price action is, I mean, I understood it that when I took the trade that we could expect, because I did say we're in this sideways move, right? So all I did was, I didn't expect this to happen, but when I saw this was divergence on my end. That was a good setup, and I had to take the trade. And just to take it to the other side, there's liquidity up there. So um, this could quite easily, I mean, like we had here, down, consolidate, down, run liquidity, back into, the center of this range. Ran it again, back into the range, consolidate. So there's a very good chance that we'll go to the other side, come back into consolidation. So let's see. And if it goes all the way down, so in a proper count, my stop's still down here. So if we come down all the way here, I mean, it's one of those things, right? Then I'll move on, and then I'll come back tomorrow. I'll find another trade, and I'll trade it again. That would just mean I'm going to be red for the day. That's it. I'm not blowing the account or anything stupid. And but if we can run to the top end, that would be great. And that gives me more ammo to not to be reckless tomorrow, but to to extend my time in that account. So that's fine. It's normal. It's all about patience. Know where your stop is, and just let price do its thing. So normally when I trade, I'm not saying streaming. I mean trade without streaming. I'll put my entry in like this. I'll put my stop target, and I'll walk away, because me watching price or walking away will have the same outcome. The only difference is when I sit and watch it, my emotion will go like boom, 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 up and down, up and down, up and down. By the end of the day, whether we hit it or not, my emotion will be so exhausted. So for me, walking away and then come back late and see, oh yes, okay, so we nicely expanded, consolidation, manipulation, expansion. So it's all normal. But watching it, I hate it. Because here I'm like, ooh, we're so close. Should I hit the close button? Because what if we turn around here? Okay, well. But anyways. Oh. No, you're right. You're 100% right there. Okay, but now we need to see a bounce back out of that area. But not a bounce down. Oh boy, oh boy. So we had 50% now, so now that I've put my stop below the IFEG, and I mean, if we break through all of these family gaps, then I think we've got a problem, because then we might want to go lower. I mean, this is just going to be irritating if I get stopped out on this trade. Not this one, this is a paper trade up here. But on a proper count, I'm going to be like, what in the world? But I mean, you look at this, price is pretty much all over the place. So. All right, so I'm going to clean this up, guys. I'm going to take that out. And I'm going to just mark. I mean, there's two gaps here, but I'm going to mark this one out first. So I want to see if we can get through that. Come on, you can do it. Right, it's a range on the high time frame. Yes. Yeah. Hopefully we get the bounce. The only reason I'm expecting a bounce here is because, guys, this is consolidation, manipulation. Now we want to see expansion up, or at least to this high. But I mean, if this is now a rollover to go lower, then I don't know. Then it's just going to be irritating. That's it. That's the word. Let's see. I need more than that. I need a stronger move up. I need to get through this gap here. And currently it looks like it's holding price down here. Yeah, if we take that low, then I think we're gonna get stopped on this trade. Not this one at least. What a pity, guys. What a pity. What a pity. Come out of that trade. Now let's see if we're going all the way down, or are we gonna do some bouncy. Okay, so this is also IFG actually. So now the question is, are we gonna just bounce here to go up again, or we actually want to go down here? Guys, we were so bloody close up here. I can't believe it. So close. Gosh. This doesn't look like it just want to turn around here. You know, it's part of the game, I guess. But it's part of the game, and it's about you know, decision making. That's what I always say. It's all about decision making. Okay, so I scratched the trade at break even, guys. I think, I mean, this thing can bounce now, then I'm just like, what the hell? But I'm just looking at price here, and I mean, I got, you know, taken out. But it's fine. I mean, now I'm just back on the side waiting for the next setup. And tomorrow will give us, another entry. And that's it. And the only reason I took this trade off is I feel like, this is not telling me we're going up, right? We might, but yeah. And of course, this will happen now. Guys, when I take a trade off at a small loss or break even or whatever, and this thing shoots up, I'm not sitting back and think, what the hell? I sit and I'm thinking, all right, well, price didn't tell me much that we're going to go up. My timing was out. Obviously, this is probably a right spot to re-enter. Maybe I should have waited for a candle to close below this fair value gap. But I thought if we bounce off here into this fair value gap and then drop, then I'm standing to lose, obviously, the money, right? But because we went back up, and when we had a full candle, I entered up here, so I just put my stop there. We pulled back, stopped me out, and then that's where we are. So even if I take a trade off like this and it goes against me, that's still a win for me. But at this point, I did not decide to press the button because, why must I press the button? I didn't know this was going to happen. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. What would have happened? I would have sat through this and was like, okay, now it's going to go. Boom, back down there. Okay, where are we going now? And if this now just expand aggressively lower to go to this equal lows down here, then I would not be happy at all. So my rules are, if a trade stands out, this was a good trade, I take it. If I get uncertain, then it's good for me just to take my money and walk away. And then wait for this to present tomorrow again. I can tell you guys now, this trade here, we're in consolidation. It's a pity that it didn't play out straight up like it almost did. And if you take this trade again and again and again, you'll make good money on this trade if you keep taking this exact setup. But you got to know when to go stand on the sidelines. And remember, the one main thing about trading on the stream is also not to show you guys how I can hold on to a trade, but also to show you guys exactly what I think. I mean, maybe I close a trade and you all think, what the hell's wrong with you? And it might go up 10 or, you know, but to take you guys through my process as well. To look at a trade, I know I got stopped on the trade on screen here. I thought I was safe down below this IVG, but I did reduce the risk, 5 times. So, which is good as well. I mean, it's those decisions that keep you longer in the game, I believe, or at least it keeps me longer in the game. And like we said, I mean, this range, I mean, look at this consolidation at midpoint, expand out, back in midpoint, expand out, back in midpoint, expand out, through midpoint or at midpoint, expand out, back at midpoint around here. So it makes sense still, even if I sit here now, price should expand higher to the other side to come back. We've seen it so many times. It's very rarely that you see it expand only one side, one side, one side, one side. So I think even if I left my stop here, it eventually would go back up there. The only problem I've got is if it starts doing nonsense like this, then it doesn't feel like a good trade anymore. I mean, even if you look at the 15 minutes, let me show you. I'm sure you guys seen this, but it's just consolidation. I mean, this is just saying, hey guys. Now, the other thing I keep in the back of my mind, and that's why I close the trade as well, is this expansion, or I mean, nice big candles up, consolidation. What comes after consolidation if we want to expand? Manipulation. So this could quite easily happen. Boom, run equal lows and expand up there. And then my stop or is here. Okay, well, Neil, you get screwed. So when we start doing this, I thought maybe that's where we're going. So that's my train of thought here. I mean, I did look at it before I took the trade, but this was a good setup. And I thought, geez, we'll probably get up there, top of the range. And I did say we'll come back into the mid range. And then eventually, maybe in next 30 minutes, that's maybe what we'll do. I don't know. Mhm. I'm just leaving all of this on, guys, just to see how price actually behaves around all of this. And as we break through it, I'll obviously start taking it off again. Pretty much stuck between these two RPGs. And in any trades here. Yeah, too rangy. What? Right, well, we'll sit and we wait and see. I don't know if anything's going to really set up, but what I want to see is, I mean, while we wait here, are we going to get this breakdown into this area? Maybe set something up here to go back up. And we are past the time, guys. I'm not going to take any trades on that account because I think if I take any trades now, it's pretty risky. So yeah. Yeah. Liquidity. Dum, 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 dum. I mean, if you look at a range like this and you mark out all the fair value gaps and IFEGs, I mean, you will color this whole screen. I'm just keeping these on here because this is what's giving me context right now. I mean, this one's still here, so I want to actually see what we're going to do now. We're going to actually close through this to go lower, or we're going to bounce at 50% here. And then what? I mean, we're in a gap now. This black candle here created a fair value gap, and that's within those two gaps there. So this gap is also IFEG. So but let's see. I mean, it looks like it's a solid gap that holds price down. But we can inverse it back up. Nothing stops price from doing what it's doing now. I mean, if we want to see price really go to this, you want to see aggressive move through this fair value gap. Not prim small candles. I mean, a slice through it. Guys, I think in 30 minutes, we're probably going to see a violent up and down. That's what I think. Alrighty, still consolidating. The best thing is we shouldn't even sit and watch and entertain this moves, this sideways move. But I mean, this is still a good run. Still a good run. Still a good run. The funny thing is, guys, even if I had my stop at these little highs here on my FTMO account, that wouldn't have triggered me. So hey, Blue Mango, take care, man. Thanks again. It was good having you around. All the best. And thanks. Chat to you guys tomorrow again. Okay, let's see. I mean, same thing here. I'm looking at FDMO. It didn't even run that low there. So, missing it. Right, and that candle we're probably gonna run lower here. Yep. And there's my stop. If I left the trade open, I would have get stopped out anyways. So looking at this whole thing, I think what I did here at break even was probably the best idea. Let's see. But even if we reject here, guys, I wouldn't enter a trade to take it up. Because not the time. Yep, 330 is doing its thing. Now the question is it going to follow through? That's always the question. Now, in theory, it would make sense to go back into the range. And then obviously I think we'll get it later to pop up then. Oh, come on. Again, this is just a testament again, guys. When you take a trade, don't try to take within a range. Always look for, once it's run liquidity, there's no fair value gap here. So this would have been a nice trade. And then it rolls over. Here again, it's better to take a trade here, to long it here. And you got a better chance of surviving for price to bounce here. Because in a ranging market, price will run lows. I mean, this is something strange where we keep running lows, but we're leaving all the highs. I mean, we did run the highs there, but there's some nice liquidity here now. So it won't be a surprise if this bounce now and run up here or even up to here. Right, so price just refused now to go. Huh. Interesting. Maybe we are after these equal lows. Maybe there's some good liquidity resting here to send it higher. Mm-hmm. Pew, 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 pew. I don't know if this thing's gonna do anything, guys. I mean, Mhm. Okay, let's see. Let's see. Ta-ta-ta-ta. Right. All right, so let's see. Let's do this. If we entered here, put our stop here, and we try to get up here. That's a 2R trade. See if we actually want to get through those IVGs there. Hopefully we get some good entries tomorrow. It's a obviously, well, not obviously, it's a South African public holiday tomorrow. I'll still stream tomorrow, but I'll have time to, because I'm going to chill at home to have a look at yeah, just to have a look at the London session, see if there's anything. right, so okay, we're still stuck there at IFG. Let's see. Oh, we're gonna get anything. Get closer to that the high volatility. So let's see. Oh, it was pretty much sideways. Moved around. All right, so we've got 2 more minutes, guys. Then we'll see if anything's gonna happen. Yeah. If not, then it was nice sitting with you guys. But let's see. All right, let's see. All right, let's see. I know. Sorry, we've got 5 minutes. What was I saying? Alright, let's start getting a little bit of volatility popping here. Keeping an eye on it. Alright, looks like it wants to bounce. Now, guess I'm falling asleep here. Come on, you can do it. Ding, ding, ding. Ding, ding. Alright, now we're getting somewhere. Now we're getting somewhere. Okay, we're getting there slowly, guys, but we are getting there. All right, so this is now also IFG. So let's see. Yeah, I think we're gonna just hit it. But if I stayed in the straight, guys, I would have been at, out on this week. So, pretty happy with that trade. So, what can you do? Let's see. All right, so we're bouncing off nicely there. So this is probably one of those trades back in the day where I would just take the entry and try to scalp it up there, but knowing what I know in the next 2 seconds, something else could happen like that. At this point, if you're scalping here, you're like, what the heck, where must I, and then you get edgy and you're like just hitting buttons and it's all over the place. Okay, well, I'm glad I'm not in this trade, so I'm sure all the time I'm scamming my friend. I think This is just accumulating for a much bigger move. And I mean, I'm going to be so livid if I wake up tomorrow and there's this massive move again, um, where I could not take part. Yeah, this could even go down here and then rush up aggressively. Who knows? So funny thing is, CFDs, FDMO has run that low already. But anyways, all right, guys, I'm not gonna sit and watch for this thing to do whatever it wants to do. Guys, thanks for joining. Thanks for sitting around and watch this sideways move. We almost had a nice trade, but unfortunately, it didn't play out that way. We'll catch it tomorrow, if not tomorrow, the day after, or the day after, or the week after. But we will catch some nice trades. It's part of trading, this whole process. And yeah, thanks for hanging me. Thanks for hanging with me, not hanging me. Um, and yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Don't overtrade, guys. Be safe, and I'll chat to you in the morning. Take care. Cheers. Bye bye.